So you take your Avayar, she's an extremist. You take a Mirabai, she's a horrible extremist. You take a Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he's insane. Today, with the distance of time, you can all worship them. If they were living in your house or in your neighborhood, you would have serious trouble. Mirabai believes, in her experience it is true, she is married to a king, but she is romancing this, invisible man. She constantly lives with him. If such a thing happens to somebody in your family, but if I tell you be a lover, you cannot be. If I tell you be a devotee, you cannot be. Please see this sincerely. Yes or no? Calculations will come. When there's a need to fulfill, you will become devotional. This is deception, that's not devotion. To be in a state of devotion. To be in a state of devotion is the most intelligent way to exist. But most thinking people will not agree with me, because most of the time the so-called devotees look the most idiotic of all on this planet. One reason is, people are only claiming to be devotees. They're not really devotees, they're a kind of brand. They are more a fan club. But generally they pass off as devotees. Being a devotee is not about being a fan. A devotee is beyond reason. Devotee is in a field where there is no right and wrong, where there's no like and dislike. Devotion is that mechanism which easily gets you there. Devotion is not love. When love is like a flower. A flower is beautiful, it's fragrant, but it wilts with the weather. Devotion is like the root of the tree. Whatever may be happening, it is on. It's springtime, the tree is in full foliage. It is autumn, it's full of flower. It's winter, it's barren. Whatever may be happening, the root is on, all the time on. Doesn't deviate for a moment. Its purpose to nourish the tree doesn't diminish no matter what kind of changes happen on the surface. Oh, there is no leaf, why should I work? Oh, there is no flower, no fruit, why should I do anything? It is not that kind, it is simply on. If one can be on all the time, in wakefulness and asleep, simply on, for whatever reason, he is a devotee. Only a devotee can be on all the time. He might not have ever worshipped anything, but he is still a devotee. He might have arrived at it through meditation, through love, through worship, but he's a devotee because he's on, all the time on. If this doesn't come, then the journey becomes long. The journey unnecessarily becomes long. So devotion, how to practice devotion? There is no such thing. If you practice devotion, it's fake, it's no good. Only when you see something as larger than yourself, bigger than yourself, there is a possibility of devotion. If you're too full of yourself, there is no question of devotion. So, what do I have to do to bring devotion in me? Everything that you're in touch with right now. You tell me, you're bigger or the air that you're breathing right now is bigger? Don't give me hot air, okay? Do you really think so? Now, you're going to sit there and eat your food. Which is bigger, you or the food in your plate? You became big only because of the food that you ate, isn't it? Yes? Depending upon how much food you eat, that is how you're becoming bigger. You say, what nonsense? A heap of food in my plate is that bigger? But 3 days if we don't give you food, 4th day, devotion will come. You are bigger or the earth on which you're walking is bigger? Not bigger in size, which is more important, which is higher? That soil, in America we call it dirt. Tell me, you are bigger or dirt is bigger? Now, every moment of your life, whatever you're in touch with right now, whatever you behold, if you see that as higher than yourself, you will become a devotee. So, if you want to become a devotee, at least once an hour. Once an hour, in all the wakeful moments of your life, bow down to something, somebody, it doesn't matter who, don't choose. Whatever is in with you right now. Right now, if you see a tree, bow down to it. You see a mountain, bow down to it. You see somebody, bow down. A dog or a cat or an elephant or a cow. Elephant you'll definitely bow, but anything that you see, you bow down. Once an hour, just do it through the day. See if it can become once a minute. Once it becomes once a minute, you can't be using your hands and your body to bow down. You simply do it within yourself. Once it becomes, that's your way, then you're a devotee. A devotee does not mean you are a walkover. That which bends will never break. That which knows how to bend will not break. That is why in the morning you're doing the yoga so that your body doesn't break up. Otherwise it'll break up, I'm telling you. Every day if you're bending it, it'll not break. If you don't know how to bend, it will break. That is so with everything within you. If you learn to bow, if you learn to hold everything higher than yourself, so you learn to look up to everything, you will become devote. A devotee is not a brainless bimbo. A devotee is a different level of intelligence, which silly logical minds cannot understand. Because devotees, once you are like this, that you don't think much of yourself, then your perception is enlarged. He knows things that you cannot even imagine. He can grasp things that you have to struggle with for the rest of your life. Because that's the nature of devotion. That there is not much of you within yourself. When there is no self, you're ready for the super self.
So you know what's bhakti? No? Bhakti means devotion, the path of devotion or faith. Devotion is the quickest way. But the problem with devotion is, you don't know whether you're moving forward or backward. You do not know whether you're growing or becoming insane. There's nothing to tell you. Devotees are insane people, as far as the society is concerned. Within themselves they may be wonderful, but socially they will become incompatible. If you look back on the history of devotees, they were all socially incompatible, isn't it? Yes, sir? No? Where do you come from, Tamil Nadu? Huh? Okay, okay. So fall out from Tamil Nadu. I'm sorry, a drop out from Tamil Nadu. I dropped down from Tamil Nadu. So you take your Avayar, she's an extremist. You take a Mirabai, she's a horrible extremist. You take a Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he's insane. Today, with the distance of time, you can all worship them. If they were living in your house or in your neighborhood, you would have serious trouble. Mirabai believes, in her experience it is true, she is married to a king, but she is romancing this, invisible man. She constantly lives with him. If such a thing happens to somebody in your family, let's say your wife becomes a devotee, what is she devoted to, Krishna or Shiva, what? He's okay. Because he's wild, he doesn't romance. Krishna is not like that, he romances. So, your wife is in love with someone else, constantly seeing him, feeling him, experiencing him, she doesn't pay any attention to you. Now, things happen in the family, isn't it? Or you take Ramakrishna, let's say your neighbor, in the middle of the night, jumped into your garden, hugs a tree in your garden and starts crying loudly. Oh, you would think, oh, he got enlightened. Is it? You would think either he is drunk or he's gone crazy, isn't it? Because if you follow any one of them, either bhakti, karma, kriya, whatever, if you follow one of them, you will become socially incompatible. If you want to be socially okay kind of person, even though we put all the four together, there are some people who are not okay here. So where they are not okay only in controlled atmospheres, the moment they step out, they're all okay. But you will not be able to do that. If you are totally in the path of devotion, you will be mad all the time. You cannot control it because the other three, you did nothing with it, you can't take charge of those things. And above all, to be a true devotee, you must understand, you must have no agenda of your own. If you're a devotee, you have no agenda for your life. And that's not true with you, isn't it? Don't you have an agenda for your life? You have an agenda. When you have your own agenda, you cannot be a devotee. A devotee means you left everything in God's hands. Whatever He does is okay with you. He wants to take your life right now, it's all right with you. He wants to take away your child, it's all right with you. That's not where you are, isn't it? So if you pretend to be a devotee, devotion will just become deception. I am not saying there is no element of devotion at all in you. There definitely is. There are moments of devotion in you. But you are not a devotee, isn't it? Yes, you cannot be. With the kind of mind that you have, which thinks, which asks questions, which doubts everything, with this you cannot be a devotee. Don't try to be one, because you'll end up being deceptive. The so-called devotees in the world, people who claim to be on the path of faith, have become the most deceptive people on the planet. Because they have a developed intellect, questioning, and trying to be a devotee because somebody told them. It doesn't work. If you want to be a devotee, you must be childlike, innocent. No questions in you. You're full of wonder. You believe anything that is told to you. You may think such a person is a fool. He is not a fool. It is a higher dimension of intelligence. It's a different level of intelligence. Everything works for him. You can exploit him, but even that works for him. You understand? You can easily make a fool out of him. If you make a fool out of him, in the world he may look like a fool, but even that works wonderfully for him. As far as he is concerned, he is on a highway. He is going straight where he wants to go. You do what you want with him. You kill him, he'll go there. So that's a different state. That is definitely, devotion is definitely the quickest path. I am saying don't waste time on devotion. Trying to be a devotee is not going to work. If you're overwhelmed by some experience, then invariably you will become a devotee. Not because you tried to be one. If something far bigger than you becomes a living presence for you every day, naturally you look up to it and bow down all the time, isn't it? It's not happened yet. Don't force it. It'll not come that way. Slowly. Shambhavi is a devotional path, but it is offered to you like a technology. Because Shambhavi is very feminine. If you break through something in the Shambhavi, then you will see tears of love and devotion will come. You can't help it. You are not trying to be one, but that is how you will be. Devotion means the peak of emotional sweetness that one can know. You have known love, compassion. Devotion is the ultimate sweetness of your emotion. If your emotions become so sweet, a flood of sweetness arose within you that everything else becomes irrelevant. Even if you little bit, these days only you do it little bit, even if you fall little bit in love, these days you don't fall totally because that's considered stupid. If you fall little bit in love, little bit of your logic is gone, you start doing stupid things. Isn't it so? No, you must fall in love, only then it works. If you little bit in love, it's just it's a frying pan. It never finishes you, nor does it leave you, If you fall into the fire, it'll finish you off. If who you are is finished, then you're a devotee. You can't be a devotee by being who you are. I'm here and I'm a devotee. Doesn't work like that. Who you are must evaporate. Only then there is devotion. Because the word devotion comes from the word dissolution. A devotee has no other objective in his life. He wants to dissolve himself into his object of devotion. If that is so for you, absolutely wonderful. Why would I disturb that? But I know it is not so for you. You have your agenda, isn't it? You do everything because you want something to happen your way. That's not devotion. You cannot even call that love, isn't it? Yes, I will be nice to you because I know something will happen to me. Do you call that love? So I'm never even talking about love. I'm never even saying be loving because I know most people are incapable of it. But they can breathe. Hmm? Let's do something that we can do. Let's not talk about something that we cannot do, isn't it? Off and on, there are moments of love, moments of devotion. I'm not saying they're not there. But if I tell you, be a lover, you cannot be. If I tell you, be a devotee, you cannot be. Please see this sincerely. Yes or no? Calculations will come. Aren't they coming? Here and there. When you have a need to fulfill, you will become a lover. When there's a need to fulfill, you will become devotional. This is deception, that's not devotion.